job. So kicker Jason Leslie has been doing that for Leo Voskerichian. Fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Graziani's got to get to that marker, diving for it, and he made it. Great effort by Tony Graziani for the first down. Oregon to the 25-yard line.
Really outstanding effort for Tony Graziani. I mean, it's tough. 57 seconds left to go in the third quarter. You're down 32-6. Fourth down and a bunch to go. Deep in your own area into the field. Great effort to lunge forward and get the 1st and 10. He's been that kind of athlete. I mean, he's a tough kid for this Oregon Duck football team, a leader, and he's given everything he's got.
Kevin Parker in the lineup now, and he's got a big hole. Kevin Parker out near midfield before Marcus Washington hauled him down. 5'10" freshman from Oakland, California.
Watch the hole develop for Kevin Parker, the redshirt freshman. Boy, great job of blowing everyone out of the middle. Also, the stunt kind of allowed that to happen. But great job by Kevin Parker to explode behind Greg and Reed.
The Buffs defense comes right back with a sack. Their second of the day. Kerry Hicks, the senior. Defensive staff figures he'll be a first-round draft choice. 6'6", 270-pounder from Salt Lake City, Utah. Getting the sack on Graziani and driving them all the way back to the 37-yard line.
Kerry Hicks is probably going to be a first or second-round draft choice. From a small town, calls himself just a country boy. He said, well, I'll probably have to be in a big city, so I'll have to get accustomed to it. Great kid. 4.7 speed in the 40 for a guy that's 270 pounds and 6'6".
That's the end of the third quarter with the score. Colorado's Buffaloes 32, the Ducks of Oregon 6. Our coverage will continue after this message from your local station. You're watching CBS Sports coverage of the Cotton Bowl.
Florida State and Notre Dame, the FedEx Orange Bowl, January 1st.
Just watch.
Then, it's the ultimate.
The battle for the national championship.
It'll be settled on the field.
No more questions, no more doubts.
Number 1 Nebraska and number 2 Florida. The national championship is on CBS.
Just watch!
Next Monday.
Our marriage doesn't seem real somehow.
There's trouble in paradise.
Still buying those lean cuisine dinners for one.
And you guys still haven't had sex yet.
Thank you, Frank.
All new Murphy next Monday.
This is CBS.
The Buffaloes lead Oregon 32-6. Let's go down to Bill McAtee. That's
all
not
right,
him.
Tim, thank you very much. I'm not quite as wide as that, but you're looking at Ralphie 3. Weighs about 1,300 pounds, 10 years old, and actually Ralphie is a she, And I'm going to have to give Buffaloes a lot more credit because Ralphie is smart enough to be in a covered place, unlike the rest of us out here in the Cotton Bowl, as the temperature now dips on the field to about 38 degrees. Back upstairs.
All right, Billy, I think Ralphie's kind of wimpy, actually. She is wearing a fur coat.
Trust me, Ralphie is not wimpy. Having been a Big 8 player to go to Boulder, Colorado, my football team, the University of Oklahoma Sooners, almost got wiped out by Ralphie one year before we even played the game. I respect Ralphie.
Second down and about 21 for the Ducks. Screen pass, Hodge, and nowhere to go. He'll lose a yard. Jabri Hodge, Marcus Washington waiting for him. Jabri Hodge, a junior from Woodland Hills, California, reserve wide receiver. Had no running room there.
Tim, during the regular season, Oregon, because of their offensive style and the different motion and formations and schemes that they use, typically when you're preparing for them during the regular season, it's kind of tough. You got 3 days. Colorado's had this luxury of 2.5 weeks, so you've really been able to take advantage of giving your kids more intelligence and more weapons to be able to play against Oregon and their diversified offense.
They're down in 20. Graziani gets some time. He has a man. It's Kristen McLemore, short of the first down, however. Will bring up 4th down. The senior from Huntington Beach, 61 catches on the season. Colorado coaches refer to him as the most gifted wide receiver ever at Oregon. Bothered by ankle and wrist and neck injuries. Missed a couple of days of practice here in Dallas. Giving him his best effort out there. Dangerous receiver. They're going for it again on 4th. They go to McLemore. He's got to get away, and he cannot. He's short of the first down. Excellent coverage. T.J. Cunningham, fine senior cornerback from Aurora, Colorado, stopped him short. So Colorado takes over the football. 13:27 remaining in regulation time. And first down, Colorado at their own 44. And here's how it went. Oregon took the early lead on a pair of field goals following a great kickoff return on the opener by Whittle. And a second field goal by Smith from 33 yards out. And then it was Hessler scoring on an option after a 62-yard bomb to James Kidd that set it up. Marcus Washington returned an interception 95 yards for a score. Oregon 20-6 it became with a touchdown scored by Lepsis, and then Troutman brought it to 32 here in the 3rd quarter after the 2 fumbles by Graziani. Offensive miscues by the Ducks early in the second half open it up here, and Colorado has dominated since then.
Colorado's ability just to come play very tough, very physical, take control, as you said, early in the 3rd period. That's been the difference in the football game, because Oregon, you take one play out of the ball game in the first half and it's a 7-6 game.
Yeah, it was a very close game. In fact, Oregon really had the best of it, with the exception of the big plays in the first half. Loss of about a half yard by Hessler on first down, so he's got second. And a little more than 10 required. The pass intended for Chris Anderson incomplete. Pressure on Hessler from Troy Bailey, the senior from Honolulu. Brings up 3rd down. Bailey's been outstanding all game long. Savoy comes back on with Kidd and Peru, 3 wideouts here on the 3rd and long for the Buffaloes. Game of big plays. 4 of them have been in Colorado's favor. Hessler, just as he released the ball, he took a hit. That came from Derek Barnes. Bring up 4th down. Well, they started this series a little option run by Hessler and lost a half a yard, so they went to the passing posture to try and get the first down, and now they'll have to punt.
Colorado's still going to run their offense. They've got a bill for 1996. This is a team that has 7 seniors. Rick Neuheisel has a chance to be a national championship contender next year, and he's going to do everything he can to build the confidence of this football team and to build on what they need in off-season, spring practice, and get ready for fall of 96. The Big 12 is going to be a big challenge for Colorado and every member of that Big 12 conference, and he's trying to give his kids every chance to be the best that they can be and prepare them for the future.
Matt Johnson awaiting Mitchell's punt. He came off the side of his foot. Another short punt. Comes down at the 33-yard line of Oregon. The Ducks will start from there, trailing 32-6. 23-yard punt. This past summer, the sports world lost a great broadcaster and a good friend.
Hello, everybody. This is Lindsey Nelson.
For 26 years, Lindsey Nelson was the voice of the Cotton Bowl here on CBS. He's well known at many other events at CBS as well. Worked with a lot of great people, a lot of colorful people, and was almost as well known for his colorful wardrobe, some of the wildest jackets in sportscasterdom. He was a special gentleman and a great inspiration for those who have followed him.
Did you know that during the 17th annual Toyotathon, you could get $2,000 in value package savings on a Toyota T100? Did you know that the Toyota Tacoma 4x4 was named Pickup Truck of the Year? Or that you can lease a Tacoma 4x2 for only $199 a month? Well, I did. How did I know? I heard my sister's boyfriend tell her about 1,000,000 times.
So which one do you think I should get?
How about both? Don't forget, Toyotathon ends soon.
Now, to each man who shaves, there's an Edge all his own. Only Edge Gel has 8 custom formulas to fit every shaving need. From tough beards to sensitive skin. For a close, comfortable shave, get an Edge of your own. Ultimate closeness, ultimate comfort. That's the Edge. And for dry skin, try new Edge Extra Moisturizing Formula.
Sweet dream, baby. Sweet dream, baby. Sweet dream, baby. How long must I dream?
Sweet dreams from Doubletree.
You remember that Burger King song? Hold the pickles, hold the lettuce, crying babies won't upset us.
Crying babies?
No. It's hold the pickles, hold the lettuce, hold the ketchup, hold the lettuce.
No. It's vegetables are out to get us.
Even if you now just met us. One thing's for sure, your Whopper is always made your way. Just 99 cents for a limited time. In the hallway. The Whopper, now just 99 cents at Burger King.
All we ask is that you let us serve it your way.
No.
Hey, guys, that's it.
95-yard return of an interception for a touchdown by Colorado's Marcus Washington. 5 Oregon turnovers, and there's the story of this game. And a great job by Troutman, who's got 100 yards rushing on 13 carries and a touchdown for the Buffaloes. First down. The Ducks at their own 34-yard line, trailing 32-6, 12:26 to go. Graziani escapes one rusher. Downfield he's got McLemore open. McLemore juggles in holes. He'll score. Touchdown. But he stepped out of bounds at the 15-yard line. He doesn't realize that McLemore thinks he stayed inbounds. There's a flag down back at the line of scrimmage. Down, it looks like the ball is coming back to the line of scrimmage, and McLemore thought he had a score. All kinds of stuff on that play, Steve.
I think Tony Graziani went beyond the line of scrimmage, trying to scramble out of the pocket, lost where he was on the field, and they're calling it back. They lost it down.
McLemore who apparently stepped out of bounds, was in the end zone
Illegal
with he thought a
forward pass
touchdown.
on the offense. The pass was made from beyond the line of scrimmage, 5 yards from the spot of the pass. Loss of down, second down.
One of those days for the Ducks.
Okay, there's the line of scrimmage. Let's watch what goes on. It's going to move with us. He scrambles. Sometimes you're just moving around right there. He was past the line of scrimmage. It's a good call, the right call.
Oregon fans here in profusion didn't like the call naturally. But he makes it second and 15, a touchdown call back, although it wouldn't have been one anyway because he stepped out of bounds. Graziani hits Damon Griffin, the sophomore from Monrovia, California. Now let's go down to the sidelines and Bill McAtee.
Tim, a few moments ago, Ricky Whittle, the fine running back from Oregon, left the field. He had his shoulder pads off, and it's a bruised right shoulder at the very least, and Whittle has had such a fine career at Oregon. This is his last game, and I know he's disappointed to leave the field this way, but it looks like Ricky Whittle is done for the day.
12 rushes for 50 yards, Bill, for Ricky Whittle. 4 catches for 18 more, playing with bad ribs, and a great effort by an outstanding senior from Fresno, California. Wilcox makes the catch, the tight end, and Graziani, and a first down for the Ducks up to the 48-yard line of Oregon. So Ricky Whittle will be missed, and Kevin Parker, the freshman from Oakland, California, becomes the running back. Graziani, short drop, pass out for Dameron Ricketts. A little low, and the official says it is incomplete. Fielding the ball by Ricketts, not a good throw from Graziani. Second and 10. Day of promise for the Ducks has turned into disaster here. 11:24 to go in the fourth quarter. Not much good has happened here in the second half for Oregon.
Sometimes flying south is not always the best strategy.
Good point. Parker, the ball carrier, stopped by Kerry Hicks. Yeah, their wings are wet too with this rain coming down.
Yeah. They've had a gutty effort, though. They really have. Colorado was able to, as we said earlier, take advantage of that third quarter, and Oregon's not been able to bounce back. The wet ball and trying to be in a finesse offense has been difficult for them to come back.
Graziani steps up well and then takes off, gets about 4, maybe 5 yards. They'll have another fourth down. They've gone twice in this similar situation. No doubt they will go again. They are in Colorado territory at the 44. But the Buffs, who struggled a bit in the first half, had a couple of big plays and the lead, just burst loose defensively early in the second half and then cranked up the offense. And they're taking the 32-6 advantage. Graziani, incomplete. 2 defenders on the fourth down play. McLemore, the intended receiver, took quite a smack from Cunningham and Liam Eady, who have been 2 hard hitters all day long for Colorado, and he is slow to get up. Remember, here's a young man who's already had ankle and wrist and neck injuries.
See if we can identify the hit on Christian McLemore as he comes inside. Gonna get sandwiched.
Cunningham and Liam Eady combining.
You always hate it when they kind of decide to meet at your helmet.
And they're still attending to McLemore. He's got a little Texas connection here. His uncle, Mark McLemore, plays for the Texas Rangers. He is hurting down there, and they're going to be careful with him. He's given lots to this program this year. The senior from Huntington Beach, California. They call him the most gifted wide receiver ever. University of Oregon, 3 catches, 26 yards in this game. Kristen McLemore.
Yeah, when you look at their top receivers in terms of McLemore, Whittle, and Wilcox, 3 catches for McLemore, 4 for Whittle, 3 for Wilcox. I mean, it's been, they've not been able to get the ball to the guys that have brought them here, that have been able to be successful for them. Colorado's done a good job.
Buffalo's interception. Kenny Wheaton. Hessler got that one up there in the wind, and it wobbled around, came into the hands of a Duck. Intended for Savoy. On the first down play from Hessler, so the Ducks get it right back. 10:09 to go in the fourth.
I'm sure Rick Neuheisel's not real happy that Colorado gets a little sloppy. You've got to make good throws and stand in there and do your job. He throws the ball, it's slick. It's obviously thrown way behind the intended receiver, and a big turnover. Kenny Wheaton's able to step in there and make an interception.
Kenny Wheaton with 4 interceptions this season in the Pac-10. The overall season. Graziani, 19 of 34, 114 yards, has the Ducks back on the field with a first down at the 45-yard line of Oregon. Intended for Jelks, the fullback, broke it up. Marcus Washington with a hand on it.
Colorado's got a lot to gain in this football game. A 10-win season, probably the opportunity to, they're 7th in the country right now. They may move up, possibly into the top 5. Recruiting in Texas is going to be critical for the Big 12. Rick Neuheisel has proven himself as a more than capable recruiter in Colorado and California because of his UCLA ties. But making an impression in Dallas, Texas will add. There's a lot of athletes. There are a lot of athletes in the state of Texas that would look at Boulder, Colorado, and the University of Colorado as an opportunity. And Rick Neuheisel wants to make an impression here in the Cotton Bowl.
2nd and 10, Graziani steps up and intended for Johnson. And again, tough defense. Buffalo's not giving anything away, despite a 32-6 lead, and Johnson slow to get up. Washington in on that one again.
This is a physical football team, Colorado's defense. They do a great job being able to put some damage on you. They will hit you. Colorado's always had a trademark of being great physical hitters, but they pride themselves in being physical and tough on the field, and they have put several Oregon players down today.
Again, proper credit where it's due. Kenny Wilkins, number 20 with the initial hit, the junior from Mesa, Arizona. Ryan Black, the sophomore from Phoenix, the pair that put the hurt on Johnson on that play, and he leaves the field for the Oregon bench. Tennessee beating Ohio State. That is a final score. And McLemore being assisted to the locker room. A tough break for that young man, and what a great season he had. 61 catches, 4 touchdowns, played with injuries much of the year. He'll be a pro. And the sack on a loose ball. Jones put the hit on. And the ball rolls all the way backwards, covered by Willie Rife.
Greg Jones has been in the Oregon backfield quite a bit today. Does a great spin move, and the ball, wet ball, gets away from the quarterback, and then it's kicked down the field. Fortunately, Oregon gets back on the ball, but Colorado has been putting pressure on Oregon all day.
Certainly in this second half, and Greg Jones has had a lot to do with it. So Bidwell standing at his 10-yard line. Try to kick the Ducks out of trouble here. And whistles before the snap. Timeout signal for Oregon.
What's up, baby?
We didn't see any of the players attempt to call that. They are changing some personnel. So an Oregon timeout with 8:58 remaining in regulation time. Colorado leads it 32-6.
Searching for an oil change you can trust?
You're the one who knows your GM vehicle best. Your GM Goodwrench Quick Lube Plus dealer. 29 minutes or less, guaranteed. Use us for a change.
Coors Light, the silver bullet. It's shipped cold to tap the clean taste of the Rockies.
Tap the Rockies. Coors Light.
When it comes to mutual funds, it's often hard to tell what you're looking at. Is this one better? Or this one? Schwab makes finding funds that may be right for you easy with the Select List. Each quarter, we analyze the more than 350 no-load funds we provide, based on data from Morningstar, to give you a summary of the historically high performers. For a free trial subscription, call 1-800-5-NO-LOAD and see if it doesn't help bring things into focus.
(1995) USC takes on Texas Tech, and in doing so rewrites Cotton Bowl history. USC broke records for points scored, total offensive yardage, passing yardage, points scored in a quarter and in a half. USC's win signified the last appearance by a Southwest Conference team in the Cotton Bowl.
Colorado leading 32-6 back here at the Cotton Bowl. 8:58 to play. Bidwell punting for Oregon, standing at his 10-yard line. Elton Davis, the deep man, waiting in for Colorado. Good kick. Takes a duck bounce and gets down to the 35-yard line. Covered there by Oregon. Colorado with their lead will start there, a 40-yard punt.
Wild thing. I think I love you. But I gotta know for sure. Are the Buffalo fans gonna be ready for Big Red?
I think about the only guys he might recruit with that would be the Trogs, who I'm told made the original recording of that. Yeah, Rick's either got to give it up or work on it, one or the other, in terms of that singing stuff. He can pluck a little bit. He can pick it. The 6 first down for the Buffs and a gain of about a yard for Lyndon Henry. But, you know, again, you got to admire him. I admire his guts just getting up there in public and doing that.
He has really captured the hearts of the Colorado fans and these players, because as we said in meetings with them, it was obvious that, you know, great respect to Bill McCartney. He did it his way. Rick Neuheisel is going to do it his way, and he does it a wonderful way. When he connects to players, he understands their role, and I think he's just going to be a really exciting coach to watch develop over the years. He showed real maturity in telling UCLA, I'm staying at Colorado. They gave me a chance. I'm going to stay here at Colorado and build my future. And I commend Rick for his effort. He credited that to his daddy, and good job for that, the Neuheisel family.
On 2nd and 9, it's Henry again. Gets about 4 to the 40-yard line. We've mentioned Neuheisel a lot in this game. His team is up 32-6. He's a first-year coach, and I think equally we must point out the success of Mike Bellotti, who's not a whole lot older. He's 45 years old, and in his first year as a head coach at Oregon, a 9-2 mark in the Pac-10, taking over from Rich Brooks, a Rose Bowl team, and a lot of folks didn't think that the Ducks were going to be up to defending their crown. Well, they fell just short of that, the Pac-10, but here they are in the Cotton Bowl, got an outstanding year.
Yeah, and I think a lot of comments earlier that they're looking for respect. Well, they didn't win a game, but they are gaining the respect that they're looking for. They just need to be consistent at what they've been doing, win football games, compete in the Pac-10, go to January 1 bowls. They will win the kind of respect. They've already gained that. They just need to get to that next level, and they're there, and it's just going to take them a little bit of time to realize it.
An offside call against Oregon on the 3rd down play. Just a gain of a yard by Henry. So they'll march that off against the Ducks.
in the neutral zone at the snap, 5 yards. Yardage will make it 3rd down and short. 3rd down.
3rd down and about the length of a football now for Colorado, and they have Abdul Rahman has come into the game. Abdul Rahman is, no, he's on the sideline still, just getting ready to come into the game for Hessler. Number 12, he's a sophomore. Hasn't had a lot of playing time, of course. Remember, Coy Detmer was the starter at the early part of the season for the Buffaloes. And when he got hurt, John Hessler came in and has just done absolutely wonderfully for the Buffaloes. Miller and Henry, and they go to Henry again. Hessler keeping it, and he has a 1st down. First down, Buffaloes now at their 47-yard line. Charlie Waters, you can see on the sideline, defensive coordinator for the Ducks. Former Dallas Cowboy star player and coach in the pros at Denver. Now defensive coordinator at Oregon. Done an outstanding job helping them to their 9-2 mark this year with a lot of pro-style elements in his defensive schemes. First down, Colorado. This is Barnes, Marlon Barnes. He gets a couple. Charlie Waters, and he had a lot of former Cowboys came out to the Ducks practices to visit with him this past week. It's been a very difficult time for Charlie Waters. He lost his son Cody just a few weeks ago, early December. 18 years of age, a real tragedy, and it's a great tribute to Charlie, the affection and respect that his former teammates and even Coach Tom Landry showed up at Ducks practice here in Dallas, and the effort of his team here, big part of their motivation in the Cotton Bowl. The loss they know Charlie Waters must feel. They have taken the Hessler out. You're looking at Tony Graziani and the timeout on the field. We're now going to see the sophomore quarterback for Colorado, Ayu Abdul-Rahman. He's had very little play, as we said, because he was number 3 when the season began.
The 1996 season, Tim, is going to be new for this part of the country. The Big 12 Conference will kick off next fall. And 4 Texas schools, Texas Tech, Texas A&M, Baylor, and then Oklahoma, the Oklahoma schools in the South Division. And Colorado will be a part of the North. And it will be really one of the outstanding conferences. We'll have a championship game. Next year will be played in St. Louis. It's going to be an exciting time in college football as the super conferences are arriving.
Nice fake by Abdul-Rahman, but the Ducks stay with him, and 3 of them converge on him for a loss. Bailey and Collins leading it for Oregon. Loss on the play of about 4 yards. 5:24 to go. Colorado in charge of the game. They bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, warm in here. What's up, Mom? What's up, Dad? What's up?
Oregon team's going to graduate 12 seniors. Colorado will lose 7. So both teams, you would think, would be big players next year.
5:14 on the clock. Colorado headed to victory in the Cotton Bowl.
This is the future of corporate computing. No, wait. This is. Oops, sorry, scratch that. The future is definitely this. On second thought, it'll be this, we think. There are many visions of the future. Most will turn out not to be right. But we engineer our network systems in anticipation of uncertainty. So no matter which way it all goes, you can't go wrong. Digital, whatever it takes.
The GMC Sierra. This year, it has even more power. And it's always been known for strength. And of course, style. but we still felt the need for a little something on the side. The convenient new third door. Another first on Sierra from GMC.
When you want a hot meal without a big deal, what are you gonna pick? Hot Pockets! When a hungry bunch shows up for lunch, what are you gonna pick? Hot Pockets!
Hot Pockets, filled with delicious pepperoni pizza, chicken and cheddar, or ham and cheese in a crispy crust.
When it's late at night and you want a tasty bite, what are you gonna pick? Hot Pockets!
The tasty hot meal in a crispy crust.
What are you gonna pick? Hot Pockets!
Try Lean Pockets, too.
Jesse, you're next.
I'm all yours.
Save it for the stage, Romeo.
Carol always gives it to me straight. Like when she told me about my...
I told him about Head & Shoulders. Regular shampoos just rinse flakes away so they could come back. Head & Shoulders helps prevent flakes from even forming. You see the difference? You look great.
Thanks, but will it get me this part?
Couldn't hurt.
Head & Shoulders, because great hair can't have flakes.
Hey, break a leg.
Here they come, the FedEx Orange Bowl as Florida State takes on Notre Dame. A classic bowl matchup tonight on CBS.
Just watch.
Tim Ryan with Steve Davis, Bill McAtee at the Cotton Bowl, 5:19 to play. Colorado with a commanding 32-6 lead. Quarterback is sophomore from Oakland, California, Ayu Abdul Rahman for the Colorado Buffaloes. He's appeared in 5 games, 3 of 5 passing, and runs it out the left side, gets about 2 yards before he's driven back. That'll bring up 4th down. Abdul Rahman has run for 32 yards. Check that. That's his passing stats. 3 completions.
Hey, how you doing, Dad? Alexis, get on here. Say something. Hey, what's up, Frisco?
Rushed 12 times for 76 yards. Into this game, and the happy Buffaloes and the sad Ducks.
Statistically, John Hessler did not have a great game, but effective. He was effective today. Had some help, turnovers, made a difference. He was able to make plays when he needed to.
Mitchell, the punter, standing at his own 34-yard line. Johnson waits for it, and flag down before they get the punt off. Delay of game against Colorado.
Delay of game against the offense, 5 yards, still 4th down.
Hessler leaves the game 11 for 26, 115 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Then we got the CBO run. That was fun.
He's got the victory in his pocket. Had an outstanding year coming in for Coy Detmer. Texas A&M game when Detmer went down, and then following on was the start of the rest of the year. And they faked the punt, and it's complete. Darren Chiaverini down to the 28-yard line. The Oregon fans boo that. Eric Edwards made the stop. 28 yards for the first down.
Well, there's 2 ways to look at it. One, you could say you're trying to make some big play. It's high, but I think it was a called play all the way.
I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Yeah, it was a called play. The snap was high. Well, it's also for Oregon. I mean, you can't let up. The game's 32-6, and there's no rule that says you have to punt the football. The fans are booing, and maybe it's a matter of consideration of sportsmanship, but the main thing is you don't quit. The game's not over. Try to make 1st and 10s. These are 2nd, 3rd, 4th team guys that want to play.
Marlon Barnes stopped by Bryant Jackson. And flags are down up near the line of scrimmage. Might have been a little pushing and shoving going on after that play. So the Ducks not pleased at these developments, nor their fans. And a great group of Oregon fans made the trip down here from Eugene and the environs of the state. 900 of them at a luncheon the other day. 12,000 tickets sold. Yeah, they've been having a great time. They're very supportive of their team, and that's just wonderful for the Ducks. And glad that their team made it to the Cotton Bowl. Unhappy at the score, no doubt, but still here and very supportive. Penalty is against Colorado. Preliminary signal would indicate.
Catch. Yes. I was like, so how much are you going to get that ball?
And there may have been offsetting penalties. Mike Carrera, the referee, yet to give the official word on it. Still consulting with his crew.
Yeah, buddy, of course. What's
Jim
up?
Crittenden, George Guzman, John Iribarren, Charlie Caraway, Jack Hill, and Gordon Burke all working the Cotton Bowl from the WAC.
Defense had 12 men on the field. After the play, there was a dead ball foul, personal foul against the offense. This penalties will both offset in yardage. It'll still be 1st and 10.
Still 1st and 10 for Colorado. Yardage offset. It's twice today the Ducks have had too many men on the field.
Previous time was very critical.
Yeah, it was. Kept the drive alive for the Buffaloes. It resulted in a score. 1st down and still some discussion from the officials at the 30-yard line. They are advancing the football on the personal foul penalty.
Personal.
Well, you can understand there is some microphone problem there. Mike Bellotti questioning the call.
Now, when did that penalty pop up? I thought they were offsetting penalties.
Well, they said that the first call from the referee was a personal foul against Colorado. It didn't mention one against Oregon, but they've marched one off, and his explanation partially broken up there on the microphone worn by the referee. But here's Colorado down deep at the 8-yard line. And Abdul Rahman lost control of the ball and then was able to cover up. Trouble with the exchange of the snap. The ball winds up back closer to the 10-yard line.
Colorado coaches are giving the sign to keep the ball in play, keep the clock running, use up the clock. It's time to go home. I think Oregon's ready to go too.
So it's 2nd down and goal for Colorado inside the 10 of Oregon. One setback is Marlon Barnes. And Barnes gets down to about the 6-yard line. Derek Barnes makes the tackle for Oregon. Chiaverini comes back on at wide receiver, along with Mike McCormick, junior wide receiver number 82. Darren Chiaverini, dad's a singer, and his uncle was a middleweight boxer, actually fought Sugar Ray Leonard for the championship. I recall that fight. Sugar Ray was the winner, but Chiaverini was a very well-respected middleweight in his time, and his nephew Darren, freshman wide receiver number 6 from Corona, California. The Colorado Buffaloes on the field now. Barnes alone set back.
Smart quarterback watching the time clock, the 25-second clock wind down. They'll start it right at 4 seconds, 3.
Will Rockman keeps it after the fake to Barnes, and he's going to score. Touchdown. Sophomore quarterback from Oakland, Ayu Abdul Rahman, had 6 more points to the Colorado total, 38-6. Oregon scored first in this game with a pair of field goals, and it's been all Colorado since then. Outstanding year in his first year as head coach at Oregon, but not a pleasant day in Dallas. Rainy, cloudy, cold day. And the point after try by Voskerichian blocked, and he took a little extra shot after he missed it. Flag down. Somebody got a hand up on it. Colorado going 65 yards in 10 plays after they kept it alive out of punt formation. Mitchell's pass. Chiaverini. Let's see what this call is here. It's against Colorado, and so the miss on the point after will stand as it is, and the score remains 38-6. Rick Neuheisel congratulating his unit coming off the field. Outstanding effort on the part of these Buffaloes today. Started slowly. Just cranked it up as the game went along, asserted their dominance over the Ducks. And
there's his defensive coordinator, A.J. Kristoff.
Yeah.
Was with Rick at UCLA. Really a fine coach, fine football coach. he gets the dunking.
Somebody on the defensive unit, no doubt. Being A.J. Kristoff, their coordinator, and dousing his cold day to get that. $1:11 to go.
Talked about respect in the pregame and the next level for Colorado. They've, since 1989, it's really been the big two in Nebraska and Colorado. And the next step for Colorado is to go and compete. And as Coach Rick Neuheisel said, we've got to beat Nebraska at least every other year. That's a step that they can take.
Jason Leslie will kick it off. Pat Johnson and Kevin Parker are the deep men. Oregon losing their two stars here late in the fourth quarter. Ricky Whittle and Kristen McLemore to injury. Long after the issue was decided, however, but it's just a tough way for those two fine youngsters to have to leave the game. Seniors playing their last game at Oregon. Bouncing kickoff, just covered by Parker inside the 30-yard line of Oregon. Well, tonight, primetime college football, the FedEx Orange Bowl will match number 8, the Seminoles of Florida State, number 6, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. 8 o'clock Eastern from Miami, Florida, tonight on CBS Sports, and then tomorrow night. It's all settled. The Tostitos Fiesta Bowl will declare a national champion. Number 1 Nebraska takes on number 2 Florida, also at 8 o'clock Eastern from 10 p.m. here on CBS. Ryan Perry Smith now in at quarterback, the junior from Granite Bay, California. Replaces Tony Graziani for this final 109. He's going to throw it deep, intended for Damon Griffin, incomplete. Ryan Perry Smith. His passing mark, 25 of 51. And the work that he has had this season behind Tony Graziani. 6'1", 208-pound junior. Complete out to Eric Wynn, and what a rip he took. The ball knocked loose. He had the ball. sophomore from Beaverton, Oregon, but Ryan Sutter put a lick on him.
Watch number 36, Ryan Sutter. He's a special teams leader. He's been known for being a hard hitter. Eric wins in the ball game, second team fullback. Nice Ryan Sutter tackle right on the chest. Tattoo a Colorado buffalo on your shoulder pad.
That'll bring up third down for the Ducks.
And a headache.
Eric Wynn stays in the ball game, number 31. Jabri Hodge comes out wide to the right, number 15. And more flags, more whistles. Both these teams having a hard time getting the game over with, but the issue no longer to be decided. Colorado leading 38-6, and there's a happy-looking John Hessler. His first Cotton Bowl victory in hand. Start to celebrate. The Buffaloes can, and other fans back in Boulder.
I think Kevin Parker, picked up the official's flag, put it in his pants. Because I think the referee does not have a flag, and I think 24, Kevin Parker, has it in his pants.
That's great. Third down, and the ball looked like it was tipped. Ryan Perry Smith.
Referee's looking
for
Johnson.
It.
I saw him pick up something yellow, and I'm thinking maybe it's a towel, but he picked up the official.
That's a unique souvenir to have. Maybe he's
looking right
mild protest saying quit throwing them.
He's bringing it back on the field. He's got it in his hand.
He does, yeah. Kevin Parker, there he is. Now he's giving it back to the official.
He handed it to someone, and it went off the sidelines as a souvenir, and then he said, well, maybe I better go get it and bring it back to the field. The official made him go get it.
That's a great catch there, Steve. An unusual situation.
I've never seen that before.
Barry Smith completes the pass to Christian Anderson, a junior from Lancaster, California. 38 seconds left. Cotton Bowl trophy, the Field Scoville Trophy. Emblematic of victory in the Cotton Bowl, 1996, will go to the Buffaloes of Colorado. Impressive performance by the team from the Big Eight. Under their first-year coach, Rick Neuheisel.
John Hessler's already doing his post-game interviews.
This is Kevin Parker, the freshman, stopped by Kenny Wilkins.
Kevin Parker trying to get away with a little Cotton Bowl memorabilia. I would have taken a game ball, but not the official yellow flag.
That is unique.
Have you ever seen that before?
Never. I think that he gets an award for creativity.
The funny part was the referee trying to figure out who got my flag.
Barry Smith deep has got a man open, and it's caught by Jabri Hodge. He slipped as the ball came down, kept his concentration. And with 8 seconds left, it's first and goal at the 9. Great catch by Hodge. He slipped on that greasy field, a 33-yard play. See if the Ducks can get it in here on the final play of the game. Perry Smith, the fade pass, and it is incomplete. Intended for Griffin, and that'll do it. The Buffaloes of Colorado are the 1996 winners of the Cotton Bowl Classic with a convincing victory over the Ducks of Oregon. And there's John Hessler, turned in a workmanlike game, came up with big plays when he needed them, completing a brilliant season. For that youngster, coming in for Coy Detmer, sophomore from Brighton, Colorado, John Hessler, leads the Colorado Buffaloes to victory, and he had a lot of help along the way. A big play by Marcus Washington, a 95-yard return of an interception back in the first half. And in the second half, it was all Colorado. That's the end of our Cotton Bowl Classic. To score, the Colorado Buffaloes 38, the Oregon Ducks 6. Rick Neuheisel being escorted off the field. His successful Buffaloes, impressive here. They were favored to win the game. They struggled a bit in the first half, even though they had the lead. They went on to look very impressive in the second half. Let's join Bill McAdee with Coach Neuheisel.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. Congratulations, Rick. 10 wins. Started slow, but a great second half.
Well, our kids really played inspired ball in the second half, and I got to take my hat off to the defense. They really dominated the game.
Great rookie year, coach of Colorado.
Phil, if I can just get a hat on, I'd be all right.
I'm with you. Let's go find one together.
Hey, Happy New Year, everybody.
Back upstairs.
All right, Bill, congratulations to Rick Neuheisel and the Colorado Buffaloes. For Steve Davis and Bill McAtee, this is Tim Ryan. We're saying so long from the 60th Cotton Bowl, where the final score is Colorado 38, Oregon 6. Tonight, it's Florida State and Notre Dame in the FedEx Orange Bowl. Tomorrow night, the national championship from Tempe. So long from Dallas, Texas, and the Cotton Bowl.
A familiar face is back as hope returns.
Miss me?
The Golden Globe-nominated drama.
I'm moving for custody.
They're not taking my daughter. A whole new year of Chicago hope next Monday.
This is CBS.